Monday on this Monday, July the 25th. Very soggy Monday. It's supposed to be the rest of the week. Rain on and off all week. And, excuse me, like I said, maybe it'll rain all this week, and then next week it'll be clear because the Monroe County Fair is going to be in town, and it usually rains during the Monroe County Fair. But we have with us, I went blank.
Lord Jane.
Lord Jane, Bowe, and she's with
Tompkinsville
Jaycees. I was going to say Monroe County Jaycees, but Tompkinsville Jaycees. And we're going to talk about the fair, the Watermelon Festival, and any other thing that we can talk about anyway. So, anyway, it's here again. So, Laura Jane, I'll just cut you loose.
All right. Well, we kick off Saturday morning. First thing we have is the dairy show, which starts at 9 a.m. Saturday, July the 30th. And the baby show starts at 10 a.m. Saturday. And then that night we have the talent show at 6:30. On Sunday, we have the youth activities starting at 5 o'clock, and that's all free activities.
All right, let's go back and start on Saturday. Tell people, like, the baby show, where's it at?
The baby show is at the Armory. The dairy show is on the fairgrounds, and the talent show that night will be at the Armory.
Okay, what about a beef show?
The beef show is the next Saturday, August the 6th.
Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Okay, I know there was something in there because I had some 4-H'ers in here, and they were there with the beef show. So okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on Sunday now.
On Sunday, we have the youth activities on the fairgrounds, which is free games for the kids. Like, we usually do things like the softball throw, 100-yard dash, spoon and egg race, those types of things. Free bouncy houses.
I remember going as a youth, like a wheelbarrow race, 3-legged race.
Those types of things, yes.
You always got a partner, and of course had it in the middle ring there, and usually a lot of kids come out for that. That was a big thing.
Yeah, and they get a little prize money. So. And then at 6 o'clock we have the Beasleys coming. They will be at the Armory for some singing, and then we'll have a message by Russell Mills at 7 o'clock following the Beasleys.
Okay, and that's like we've had that for years. It's just a religious program, all denominations are invited to attend, and I think that actually started so the carnival would have a place to go to church or whatever, and of course then the community can come too, but
yeah, it's open to anyone, and it was started for the carnival. We used to do it on the fairgrounds, but we invite all the carnival workers over, and sometimes they do attend, and it just gives them some exposure to the word. So.
Right. Okay.
On Monday morning at 9 o'clock, we start with the exhibits. That will be at the Sportsman's Club, and that is in conjunction with the Monroe County Extension Office and Homemakers. And then the beauty pageant is that night. It starts at 6 p.m. in the Armory, and that will be Little Mister, Preteen, Teen, and Miss.
Of course, they go on to the state fair, then nothing whoever.
Yes, those 4 categories qualify to go on to state.
And of course, that's coming up pretty quick too, because August is coming up, isn't it?
Well, Little Mister and Miss will be at the August State Fair. The Preteen and Teen, I think, is held later in the fall, maybe in October. And then the Miss pageant at the state level is held at the Fair Convention in January, usually at the Golf House. On Tuesday night, it is family night. It will be a $5 admission for everybody 4 and up, and that does include rides. And that night, our main event is the youth ATV rodeo.
So that's the cheapest night to come out, isn't it?
That is the cheapest night to come out. On Wednesday night, we have the adult ATV rodeo. Whoa, got a little tongue tied there. The adult ATV rodeo starting at 6 p.m. and admission that night is $10 per person, and it includes all the rides. On Thursday night, we have the lawn and garden pool starting at 7 p.m. Weigh-in starts at 6, and again, it's a $10 admission.
Is there a particular group that's putting that on that you know of?
Lawn and garden, they're from out of Scottsville, I believe. And of course, I can't pull my papers up. Tony Wilson, Matthew Wilson Pulling Enterprises.
Okay.
On Friday night, we have the KOTTPA truck pull, which starts at 7 p.m. and admission that night is $15. And then on Saturday, August the 6th at 9 o'clock, we have the beef show on the fairgrounds. The marble tournament starts at 11, I believe, at the Marble Dome. At 11 is the children, and 12 o'clock starts the adults. And that night, our main event is the Demolition Derby, our biggest night of the fair, and it starts at 7 p.m.
Never have any fights there, do we?
No, never any fights. We will have the kids' power wheels again, too, to start the event off.
Yeah, that's always a fun thing, the kids get out there with their power wheels and kind of run over each other, and
they enjoy it and have a good time.
I know a lot of places they actually put some competition in. They put balloons on them and you try to pop the balloon to see who the winner is. But I think we just kind of get out there and just let them ride around and run over each other, and everybody gets a little ribbon or something.
Sometimes it's a little hard for those balloons to hit. So
right.
Yeah, we give a medallion to all the kids that participate. So.
Okay. Of course, the Jaycees have been over the fair for what? 30 years or more?
At least 30. Probably closer to 40.
Because I know I was president probably in 1988. Because I was looking back through the history, and that was the year the bull got loose during the rodeo. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I don't remember that.
But I'll never forget I'm not sure what the rodeo group was, but there was a bull there, and of course the guy got thrown off, and then of course the clowns come in, and they started messing with him a little bit, and anyway he got a little irritated, and the announcer that was there, he of course he was over the rodeo, and you heard him hollering, he said, get him up, he was getting mad. Of course he knowed the bull, and by that time the bull was done so irritated, and he headed toward the fence that was closest to the carnival, and it was 6-8 foot. Well, he just jumped it, and he's a big old bull. And I'll never forget, me and Michael McPherson was standing there, and I was like, oh no, this is not good. And of course it jumped the fence and started through the carnival. Of course you heard people hollering and screaming, and I just thought, he's knocking people down, he's hurting people, Of course everybody rushed over there. Luckily, he had only knocked one child down, and it was actually the child was running and run into the bull, so it knocked him over, But he ended up, they caught him. Of course, they all jumped on their horses and took off after the bull, and caught him at Sheila Comer's house, I believe it was, right here on the radio station road, which wasn't far from the fairgrounds. And they all lassoed him. I don't know how many lassos they put around him, but they tied him to a tree, and then you heard this horse. Of course, everything was stopped during that time, and it was all quiet. And you heard this horse coming back, and you thought the Pony Express was coming through. Because that guy come through on that horse just as fast as he could, and he jumped off that horse, jumped in a truck and trailer, and took off. And with about 15 minutes, they brought the bull back, and he was just tearing that trailer up. And they had him parked over there close to the agriculture building, and every once in a while, after the show started back, he threw him a little fit, and the announcer would say, well, we know where he's going Monday, and he was going to be a McDonald's burger. But yeah, pretty exciting times in Monroe County,
Yeah.
And like I said, Jaycees had control over the fair for many years. And if I'm not mistaken, most of the money goes toward the angel tree, the profits.
Yes. Of course, we pay our bills out of it and our utilities and stuff, but the majority of our profits go towards the angel tree in December.
Yeah, and of course that's been the Jaycees that took over the angel tree several years ago, and they've had it. So let's take a quick break and catch our breath, and we'll be right back with more Monroe Monday. And welcome back to Monroe Monday, July 25th. I have Laura Jane with us with the Tompkinsville Jaycees, and we're talking about the fair. And of course, it starts on Saturday and continues through the next Saturday. And of course, several activities during the night. Of course, on Saturdays during the day. And let's see. Of course, the beef show and dairy show, they're most of the time they're always at the building there, the agricultural building there.
Yes.
You know, instead of out in the center ring.
Right.
And you know, that's something interesting to go see. A lot of the 4-H groups, the youth are involved in that, and so go out to the beef show and the dairy show, and of course, then on Monday. You're talking about the exhibits at the Sportsman's Club, you know.
Yes.
And I remember the exhibits being open like all week, you know.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why they don't do that? Just for purposes of maybe people stealing them or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of people just don't want to leave their things overnight. But it will be open Monday afternoon for viewing. And I forgot, we also have the Bowe department, which is on Monday. Those exhibits can be brought in between 8 and 11, and it will be at the exhibition hall.
Exhibition hall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then at the Sportsman's Club, the exhibits will be open for public viewing on Monday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, now, can they go to the exhibition hall in
The
Sportsman's Club and the exhibition hall to see that stuff without having to pay gate fee?
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't want to pay the gate fee to come in and see them.
Because they're not going to stay for the
Right.
the fair or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's $5 on Tuesday night,
Yes.
and $10 the rest of the nights except for Friday and Saturday, and that's $15
And that's 15 those
per
nights.
person.
Mhm.
And you know, the reason it's higher on Friday and Saturday nights is due to the events are higher priced events, so they have to pay for that.
Yes.
Truck and tractor pull and the demolition derby.
And of course, we contract with the carnival. We split that gate fee with the carnival. They get half, we get half, and so it includes all of your rides. You're paying for the event and the rides,
Right.
and of course, that's what the carnival wants to contract for too. So.
Well, there are two ways to come in. The first gate's a walk-in. Second gate for your event holders, whoever has trucks and trailers, and for handicapped individuals or whatever, you know,
Yes.
to get in on the second gate, you know.
Yeah.
And
And there is some limited parking. I think parking inside is $5.
yeah, $5 per vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah. And our carnival this year is the same carnival that we had last year, the Great American Carnival.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to working with them again. One of the events that I kind of wanted to bring out is the talent show. We don't have a whole lot of participation in the talent show, but I know we have a lot of kids in our county that have some talent.
Now is this just Monroe County talent? And
It's open to any county,
okay.
but at 13 and up do qualify to participate in state. The top 3 from those age groups will get to move on to the state competition later in August.
Of course, they can't be professionals.
No, they can't be professionals.
Now, what's considered a professional exactly?
Someone who's paid to perform.
Okay, so now, let's say if I do go somewhere, say if I go to a restaurant or something and I perform, is that considered a professional or not? If I get paid? I mean, are you actually talking like a big venue type
A
person?
big venue type. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know there's a lot of
doing your local things. No, I would not think so.
Okay, you know, because I know a few people I can contact and say, hey, you know, you need to come to the talent contest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And of course, they could go on, like you said, they might be able to go on to the state then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To qualify for state, it's ages 13 to 21. And like I said, we picked the top 3, but we have different categories for that. in that one, it's the open youth, and we have vocal solo female, vocal solo male, vocal group, instrumental solo, band, and variety. And then we also do one for the younger group, ages 5 to 12. And it's vocal solo female, vocal solo male, vocal group, and variety. And we just encourage all of them to participate because it gives them experience and an opportunity to prepare for when they are older and able to qualify for state. But it also gets them used to being in front of people and performing in front of people.
And that's on Saturday?
Saturday night, July the 30th. Registration starts at 5:30 and the event starts at 6:30 and it's at the National Guard Armory.
Okay, where can they get some of this information?
All of our information is on our Facebook page, the Tompkinsville Jaycees Facebook page, and they can also email us at tvillejaycees@gmail.com.
It's on Terry's list. It's pinned at the top of my page too.
Pinned?
It means it stays there always.
Stays there all the time. Alrighty. What about dairy and beef? Is there a lot of participation there?
There's not as much participation in the dairy as there used to be. I don't think we have any youth participating in the dairy right now. But in the beef show, there is quite a bit of youth that participate. Of course, the 4-H is really involved with the beef show.
And now we used to have like a pet contest or a dog show or something. We don't have that now.
No.
During the fair. That's probably during the Watermelon Festival, right?
I don't think we had a pet show last year during the Watermelon Festival.
Do you have anything on the Watermelon Festival we can talk about?
I do not have anything with me, but I can try to talk about it.
Okay. Of course, that'll be Labor Day weekend.
It is. I think it's Saturday, September the 3rd.
It's the 3rd, yeah.
Okay.
We have several vendors already that have signed up for booths. I do not have the list. I don't know how many we have at this time, but we have been getting those in already. People contacting us, and of course we have a beauty pageant for the Watermelon Festival. That is on Saturday, August the 20th at Tompkinsville Elementary, and it starts at 9:30 a.m.
Okay. And we'll be down Main Street
It will be down Main Street.
as usual.
We'll have the parade at 10 o'clock like we normally do. The booths will open at 9.
Now, of course, you'll have a food court.
Food court, yes.
Of course, you can contact the Jaycees for that as far as if you want to set up a food booth or whatever.
Yeah.
And, we have, I know in the past there's been like a little carnival there. That are they coming this year?
No, we do not have the little carnival anymore, but we do have the Ford brothers doing their bouncy houses.
Okay. That'll be at the Justice Center, between the Justice Center and the courthouse.
Yes.
And
of course we have the concert that night. Starts at 7, I think.
I think it's 7.
And this year it is Greg Strode.
will be Greg Strode or the group he's with?
It's the group he's with, Whiskey Shots.
Whiskey Shots, okay, yeah.
There's a detailed schedule. It's also pinned in that Terry's list.
We need to go to Terry's list. Terry's list on Facebook. Yeah, I was wondering about that. You know, he's like you said, the Whiskey Shot. That's a group that Greg's been with for several years. And, good to have local talent that we can turn to be at the Watermelon Festival. And that's like from what, 7 to 10?
7 to 9, I believe.
7 to 9. Okay, 2-hour show.
Yeah. And they'll have the art show back this year. And the quilt show. We were not able to have those last year, and we'll also have the car show.
And of course, the quilt show will be at the Baptist Church.
I think so, yes.
Art show at the Economic Development Center. Car show at the Baptist Church parking lot.
Yes.
The kids' games, it's at Printers Park again, isn't it?
Kids' games are at Printers Park at 12, and of course we have the largest watermelon contest. I think that will be in the center of Main Street this time. It's where we had it last year. The Heart of Tompkinsville helped us with it last year, and I think they're going to help us with it again this year too. And we'll have the best decorated watermelon contest.
Okay. Will we giving any watermelon pieces away?
I don't know if anyone has set up for that or not.
Okay. Gonna have a watermelon crawl.
We may do that night at the concert.
All right. Just a few more things just throw out there about what the Jaycees do throughout the year. I mean, it's just not just the fair or the Watermelon Festival or the Angel Tree. Just kind of tell what else is going on.
Well, our main things, of course, are the fair and the Watermelon Festival, and then we use those things to support the Angel Tree. But we are a non-profit organization here to serve our community in different capacities. You know, in the past we have helped with tornado relief. I think that was several years ago when we had a tornado that damaged several homes in the area. We held roadblocks and stuff and gave that money out to people in the community that had been affected by the tornadoes. We just do various things. We give a scholarship each year, $500 scholarship, and we're just here to serve our community in any way that we can.
And you meet when?
We meet on the second and fourth Mondays of each month at the Sportsman's Club at 7 o'clock.
If you'd like to participate or be a JC,
Give me a call.
Give me a call. Come to the meeting.
Yeah.
Was there an annual fee, I do believe?
We take care of that now.
Take care of it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Used to, it was, the JCs was set up at one time, and it was basically an age group.
Mm-hmm.
But I think now you can pretty much be any age you want to be a JC because...
Yeah. Originally, the JCs were for individuals that were 40 and under. But it's hard to get volunteers anymore, so we changed that several years ago.
A lot of us are about 40 and under now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, come out the 2nd and 4th, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Sportsman's Club, JC meeting. You can maybe just listen in. If you don't want to become a part of it, then so be it. If you want to be, let Laura Jane or one of them know, and they can do the proper paperwork or whatever and become a part of it. You can help events during the fair, during the Watermelon Festival, Angel Tree. Concessions will be set up at the fair.
Yes, we always need help in concessions.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, shredded pork, I think maybe.
Fries.
Nachos. Drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Come out to the fair and enjoy it. Maybe it won't be too hot. Maybe you won't have no rain after this week. And so anything else you want to add to before we let you go back to work?
Just encourage everybody to come out next week and enjoy themselves.
All right. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, you find JC, and let them know what you think or what you think would be better or worse or, anything to help things out here in Monroe County. All right, we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back with Monroe Monday and our next guest.